coming soon. Until then, enjoy the vibes.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. Johnson. My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. My baby, your body's on fire.
This one I can do with the da. Me, I no get time, I the da. Dada cover my face, calling me la da. Biggie man, we know the where I money, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. We can do, ride the wind, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. We can do, ride the wind, and the beat, die for nothing. Make you not say anything when you do, they must commentate.
I can't come and kill myself.
Anything when I did do, what they try to they do on my way.
I can't come and kill myself.
Plenty, so bad we face. Just to make sure money day. All my people that go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump like, I want buy me food, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, money come, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the wind, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the wind, and the beat. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling, flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Shadashin up Ella, that's my bro, my family, goes in chains. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Like I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become mission, I be head of state. All my people then go say, I know one fight, I know one time, I know one women. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. They can get ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. They can get ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. Oluwabana, yeah.
Good morning to everybody. I do have a special guest with me this morning. I'm going to be bringing her up. The link is also pinned and it's also in the description. So you are more than welcome to come up if you would like. So I am going to bring Benz up. Hey, Benz.
Hey, what's up? I feel honored. I'm a special guest this morning.
Yes, a special guest.
How you doing?
I am doing okay. So I'm just going to say good morning to all. I'm not going to go one by one. Y'all know I usually like to do that, but I just feel like I have so much to say this morning, and I'm quite sure that other people are going to be striking up their lives. So I kind of just want to get into the commentary. But I do have a question, Benz. I wanted to give some memberships, but how come it doesn't give me the option on my side? Like if I go to the money sign part, it only tells me like super chat and super sticker.
You know, it does that sometimes. Is you on your laptop?
Okay, so I did that on my phone. Let me look on the laptop side.
Yeah, it
And
usually does that on
also,
the laptop.
um, engage with your audience. Okay, now I see gifted membership. Okay, got you. I can do it on this side, hopefully.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I'm driving, Shells. If it's too much noise, I drop
Wait
down.
a minute. Wait, why is my membership? What the hell?
What's happening?
Why is my membership so expensive? Well, my membership is only 99 cents. When I did BBW, I gifted her, I think like 10 memberships, and it was only like or five. It was like $10.
But when I gifted you membership, Shells, it was like the same what you looking at now. It wasn't 99 cents or nothing like that. So I don't know
What
why
the?
it does that.
That's crazy. What the fuck? Thank you to everybody that has membership costs $25. Baby, I'll pass. Anywho, if you are a member, thank you. I'm gonna be giving away a little money today. I figure I say that for the people who are already a member. Okay, it is 420. All right. So puff puff and pass. So y'all already know what's going on. Y'all see what's going on out here in these streets. Okay. No, my lowest is I'm gonna have to contact YouTube. My lowest is supposed to be 99 cents. I have a 99-cent membership. So I don't know what YouTube got going on, but I'm gonna contact them today as soon as I get off of here. Christopher said he just renewed his membership for 99 cents. Yeah, I have 99 cents because I feel like there's Netflix and Hulu and all that other stuff. And I don't think that anybody should really be paying 10, 11, $20 or whatever for a membership unless it's just that you just want to support me. And those who do it, I appreciate it. You see the lowest one for 99 cents? Yeah, that's crazy that I let me just get over it because I can't get over it. So let's get into the content, right? So we know that we didn't heard all this stuff about these groups. It first started for me when Pizarro went live yesterday. She seemed to be really confused. She seemed like she didn't really know what was going on. Now, some people said that Pizarro knew what was going on, but she was kind of like baiting people to come out and say whatever it is that needed to be said, right? And I figured that nobody was going to hit that link because I noticed that King Roman wasn't in the chat. And then I also noticed that TMO wasn't in the chat, but I did see her go and schedule a live for 11 o'clock. Okay. So then, different people were live and they were, doing commentary about it or whatever. And so TMO had went over to Jay Wilson's page. And I knew right then that was going to be an issue because I know that King Roman does not care for Jay Wilson. And so when you're already upset with somebody and it's kind of like they go to what people perceive to be the ops, it's like, oh, what are you doing? So she went there. She didn't really give him too much. She said she was going to save it, for her channel and stuff like that. So when she came on and I listened to her, I felt like she communicated very well. I think she was very clear. And I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling sorry for her when I listened to her live. I really did. To me, I just took it as though she was in a situation with some people that she really considers to be her friends, this, that, and the other thing. However, as I listened to TMO, I never dropped down. And of course, I didn't give any commentary about it because, to be honest, I feel like when things are happening amongst friends, I think that's for friends, even if they ex-friends, that's for them to work that or figure that out, right? So either way, I wasn't going to say anything, but my heart did go out to her when she was speaking about, her aunt and stuff like that. Because I'm like, grief, I can identify with that. And that's just a lot, to take in. So after listening to her, I was just like, you know what? I don't really know what's going on here, but I was like, before I have an opinion, I want to hear from King Roman and all other parties involved, because there's always two sides to the story, and then you have the truth. And where you have a group of 30 people or more or whatever, you're going to have different sides to the story, because it's about perception, also. So as I was listening to King Roman, I mean, he was hotter than motherfucking fish grease, okay? So when I came in for his live, I came right in at the part where he was diving for meth, okay? So I guess she was in the chat trying to be counted, wanted to be fucking seen or whatever. He saw her and he escorted her ass the fuck up out of there. And she did what she always does. So she ran over to TMO's page and said some negative shit about King Roman. But I think TMO should really be looking at her sideways, because had he not kicked you out that page, you would have been hanging around, dropping all of those emojis of skeletons and whatever else, right? So as I was listening to King Roman, I came in around that time, so I listened all the way to the end, and I can't think of the name right now. I think it was like Ox City. She was like, "You might want to, red ball this, watch the whole thing or whatever." So after it was over, I went back and I listened to the whole live, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is a lot to take in." I understand being pissed the fuck off or whatever. If I could say from 1 to 10, he was at like 11. And I kind of wish it had not been like that, because sometimes people miss the message if the delivery is, me and Benz, we see this a little bit different from each other. Coach White, love you. Um, you know, so okay, so I'm gonna say this. I don't have a dog in the fight, and because of that, I'm not gonna take any side whatsoever. What I will say is these groups are way more common than how people are acting. People are acting like, oh my God, when it came to the WhatsApp, everybody was acting like, oh, they behind the scenes talking bad about people, da 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 da. But now we're hearing all these different people talk about being in the group. Even Roro came and clicked the link over to Jay Wilson's and was telling he got kicked out the group as well, and this, that, the other thing. And I was listening and I said, well, I think, Roro, you might be getting yourself in trouble, because you're giving information about the group as well. I mean, you might not have been given like per se like names and maybe details and stuff like that, but you were sharing some information. Some people were saying like these groups and stuff, they seem cultish. I personally disagree with that, only because I still have my group and I feel very comfortable with it. We spend a lot of time in the group. It's not always just about talking about people or whatever. We talk about real life. We talk about YouTube. We share links. We share stories. We share if it's a good movie to watch on Netflix or whatever. I don't think that groups necessarily have to be a bad thing, but come on, this is the beef sector. We're messy as fuck. So you can't think that being surrounded by a whole bunch of messy ass people that it ain't gonna be some mess and some goddamn drama. Okay. What's up, third? But I feel for me personally that I'm not willing to kick TMO in the back. I feel like she's already down. I know some people are saying, she's not a victim, she always likes to play the victim role, yada yada yada. But I'm not gonna say anything negative or nasty about her. I'm just not. But I will say, I hope she gets to a place where she is content within herself, because after listening and watching everything, it seems to be an issue that's a lot deeper, and it's a lot deeper than YouTube, and it's something that's not going to be solved on YouTube. That's my opinion on that. So I know, Ben, you feel a little bit different. Do you care to speak on that or no?
Well, all I got to say about that is, Demon Soul, she's mad at me for something that I said in the WhatsApp group, but I didn't say no more than what she said about me when she was talking about me to some other person. And that's all that is I got to say about that, because it ain't fun when the shoe is on the other foot. That's all I got to say, because she came after me. And I did support her. I used to go to her chats and everything like that. But when I was listening to her one day, I was in the clouds in the bushes or whatever, and she was just talking about me like a dog. And I'm like, what have I did to her? I've never did anything to her. So what that comment was in the WhatsApp group is what I stand on, because the thing about it was she came after me first. She talked about me. I never said anything, but you know,
Right. So you were responding in the group
right.
to behavior that was going on YouTube. And personally, where I stand is, within my WhatsApp group or whatever, everything I was saying, it's not that I'm too cowardly to say it to whomever or whatever, but sometimes you feel a certain type of way, but you're not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. So if you're talking to your good Judy, you feel as though you could say it there, right? I wasn't expecting a person that I've been loyal to for years to go and be disloyal and take the WhatsApp group and then say, "Hey, here you go, but just don't talk about anything that I said in here." No, it doesn't work like that. We clocks T over here. So Star went ahead and released the whole thing to read. Somebody who didn't have she wasn't going to be favorable on any side, but she was going to tell the truth about what she has seen. All the smoke, thank you so much for gifting that membership. And Latasha Phillips is the one who got the membership. So that is wonderful. Congratulations. I will be giving away some money on this live right here. So you want to make sure that you hang around to the end of the live. You think we should do it today, Benz, or you want to do it later on tonight? What you think? What you think?
It's up to you, but I got something else to say, Shelly, for a second.
Okay, go ahead. Have
Okay.
at it. I'll put a poll in there to find out if they want to do trivia now or if they want to do it later on tonight. Okay. So go ahead.
Okay, it's a lot of people saying I'm a colorist. That's a damn lie. I'm not a colorist. I love all shades of people. I have friends that's white. I have friends that's light skin, red bone skin, all this, black as a boot. Look, family members just as dark as Demon Soul. I've never been a colorist a day in my life, and for that to be put on my name, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I know a lot of people around here love to spin lies and narratives and stuff like that just to get content. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I say something, I see something. And like I said, I would have never said that in that WhatsApp group unless I would have didn't hear something on my side. And yeah, I be in the bushes a lot, and I see a lot of shit. I see a lot of it. Sometimes I speak on it, and sometimes I don't. And most of the time, majority of the time, I just hold it to myself. But that day, I did come back in the WhatsApp group, and I said what I said, and that's because I had heard something, I seen something. I was like, damn, I went over there and supported this lady. I was in her chats every time she went live. I was over there, and then she gonna say that Benz was playing in my face. No, you was playing in my face because you the one started it. She the one started it. I was over there supportive, and when I heard what I heard, and I'm like, damn, and I'm like, and that's how that started. That's how the whole deal started.
Well, I feel like in that situation, I think I was the one that said probably the most disrespectful thing. And I wish she would have probably taken some of her anger towards me versus towards, my people in the group. But I also feel like, what's done is done. I don't have any hard feelings towards her. I don't know how she feels, really towards me or towards you all in the group, but I've spoke to everybody in the group and they're pretty much like, look, we don't have any hard feelings, we don't care to continue to be for anything like that. So when you were listening to her tell her story, did that make you have any level of empathy as you were listening, or no, because of your issue with her?
I mean, Shells, I met a couple of people on this app, including you, that I mean, I don't know nobody to hate nobody or dislike anybody, especially the ones I have never met before. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold anger in my heart or nothing like that. But it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me how people can just go on something and then all these subs just go along with it just because it's content and it's messy and it's petty. And of course they're gonna be like, oh yeah, Benz did that. Oh, she's a colorist for real and all this bullshit like that. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I never be a colorist because, like I said, I have shades of friends of all colors and family members, and that's crazy. And I've never said that. My comment was never a colorist statement. And like you said the worst, but you get a pass. And she come down on me. I guess because I don't fight back or whatever like that. I don't drag, or I'm the one that's most likely to be talked on or picked on or whatever like that. But I don't think I have that. She don't need to give me that type of uh, kind of grace like that. I'm like, damn, what did I do? Because I would have never said that if she would have never said what she said. And she did. She said a hell of a whole lot more than what I said in that WhatsApp group. And I think I said like one thing or two things, and it wasn't even all that for me to get what she gave
Yeah,
me.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
once she got word of it or whatever like that, she said some things about me too. I believe she called me a ghost or something. But I know who I am, so it doesn't matter what anybody says about me. I don't ever really feel any type of way about it because I'm secure within myself or whatever. But I'm just putting it out there so that TMO, that me or none of my people, we don't have any beef towards you. It's a situation that I hope maybe one day we could all have a conversation and just squash it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're all women. We're all out here going through something in this world, and it's just, it's unnecessary. So moving on to the King Roman, when you watched his live, I then got a different perspective out of it because I'm like, hold on. TMO's story and his story is like night and day, but then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's missing in between, right? And I feel like there's still so much to be told. Now, whether we're going to learn this information, get the information or not, I don't know. But I feel like they probably should both, this is just my personal opinion, they probably should both just go their own separate way and leave it alone, because you cannot expose anybody without also exposing yourself. Because let me tell you something. If TMO was in that group talking messy, she damn sight wasn't talking to herself and by herself. Okay. Now, I know people are saying she has a history of doing this. She's done it different places or whatever the case may be. But I think in order to expose her, it will also expose other people. And those people may be saying their true feelings, but maybe they don't want to say it on Front Street because their intention is not to, maybe bully or harass or, disrespect anybody or whatever. Well, they still, I guess, being disrespectful behind the scene, but you know what I'm saying. So what did you think about what he said versus what she said? Did you feel any different way once you heard him?
well, I just feel like both of them should just go their separate ways and just just squash it, and I feel like it's more to the story. Honestly, I think it's more that's going to
Yeah.
come out if people keep talking and people keep letting it linger on. It's something is I think something is being held back for real, for real. So I just think everything should just dead it and let it go.
Yeah, because the more I even hear people, whether it be like, okay, what's her name? I think it said her name is My Name is Jay. I think that was her name. I think that was her name. And she was saying that she felt some type of way because she's a moderator for Brianna. And I believe she's also a moderator for King Roman. And she didn't want the narrative to be put out there that her and Voodoo, the girl Voodoo, not the guy Voodoo Badu, was talking bad about Brianna, right? But I'm also thinking to myself, if I'm Brianna, how do I feel about then finding out that my mods or maybe some other people that I'm cool with, they're in a group where things are put in there negative about me. You know what I'm saying? even whether they were participating in it or not. Now, I will say this. People have really got to give it to ODS, because for whatever reason, he didn't get kicked out the group, but he left out of the group. So it may have been some things that he's seen and was like, hold up, this is my duty. I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to, I don't want to sit here while this is taking place. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but I'm just like saying either he didn't have time for the notifications, he just wasn't interested in what was going on there, or either some stuff was being said there about probably people that he fucked with and he didn't want to get caught up in that. So if that's what it was and he left, then hats off to him, because he already probably knew what was going to come down the pipeline. So now as it comes down the pipeline, he don't got shit to do with it. Now, oh, hey, it's Jay. Okay, that was her name. So I will say this. Coming from the let me say this real quick. Coming from the side of a subscriber or a moderator, I do feel bad when it comes to them, because I feel like moderators and subscribers should have a place where they can talk. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not a content creator. They don't have a voice the way we have a voice. They don't always get to express themselves. So I think if a moderator, like I got some moderators in my group, I don't see anything wrong with them being in a group amongst the content creators or whatever. And I feel bad for them, because they probably felt like whatever they were saying or doing, it was going to just stay there, and it didn't. So I'm sorry, Benz. I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
I was just saying I was driving. I might lose reception if I drop down. That's all.
Oh, okay. Let me see. So ODS says, nah, me and Yaya had our scuffle, and I removed because we shared subbies and support in the chat. Okay. Yeah, I remember when y'all had that little thing, and I'm glad y'all, had worked through that. So that's good to know. But I will say that King Roman, I have no problem with him expressing himself. I wish he had not been so angry, because like I said, when you and I had to learn this for myself, because I used to do the same thing. I would come on here and black the fuck out. It would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 by, and when you're speaking like that, a lot of times people miss the message because they just see the anger. Some people embrace the message because they already dislike the person that you're talking about or whatever. But the fact that they met up and they broke bread and stuff like that, I wish it hadn't got to that point. I'm quite sure she will feel embarrassed, because it was then we learned personal information about, according to him, she was drunk as a skunk and couldn't barely stand upright, and so on and so forth. So I think people also have to keep in mind that when you go and meet up with somebody, whatever it is that you do there or say there, it may make its way back to YouTube. And that has happened with me countless times. My last meet and greet, they said I was up there handing out bags of drugs. Okay. And really, that's not how it happened or whatever. But, people are always going to tell a story, and they're going to make it sound good and all that other stuff. Now, I'm going to tell y'all straight up, for the most part, if you meet up with me, I'm gonna be a little tipsy, or I'm gonna be slightly high. Now, if I'm meeting up with you on my own and I gotta drive to go meet up with you, like I did with Vivian, I was good. I didn't have nothing in my system. I was good to go, right? And I'm just saying that because we do got a meet and greet coming up, and I don't want nobody expecting they meet me and I might not be feeling good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a happy drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a drunk that gets drunk or tipsy and I lose control or whatever. So that's just straight transparency. I'm just saying, okay? And I won't hand you no bag of drugs unless you want a bag of dope, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Anyway, so what did you think? Oh shit, Benz ain't even up here no more, child. See, I'm in the zone. So yeah, I think King Roman, his level of anger, I'm not really understanding that part. I'm not gonna lie. when I was listening to ODS, I was like, I think ODS would be, and this is just my humble opinion, I think he would be the only person that will be suitable for facilitating a conversation between the both of them. You know what I'm saying? And I think if they do have a conversation, if that's even something that King Roman would be open to or TMO would be open to at this point, I think they need to just be 1,000,000,000% transparent, completely open and honest, because I feel like even with some of the stuff he was saying, I think he was already annoyed with some stuff, but maybe because he didn't want to hurt her feelings, he didn't want to say anything. But sometimes when you do that, you're not saving the person, you're not helping the person. You actually end up hurting them even more, because what happens is you ignore, or you try to ignore, the stuff that they're doing that's get on your nerves. And then when you have trouble in paradise, we get what we got last night or early this morning. Okay. So I think that it would be great if they could have a conversation. I think the D Spot would be the perfect person for that. I do agree with D Spot when he said, he would like them to have the conversation without, him calling her a bag of bitches and stuff like that. Because I think you can still get your point across without saying all that extra stuff. But I also think, and again, this is not to kick TMO's back in or anything like that, but as women, we have to be careful on how we treat men, right? Of course, we should, you get respect, you give respect. But when you put a person up on a pedestal, because that's what it looks like to me, she put him up on a pedestal. King this, my husband this, that, the other thing. You're just building up a person, and really, to be honest, as a woman, you shouldn't be building up anybody to that level other than your husband. You know what I'm saying? Joking or not, when you do that, I feel like you also dishonor your husband, respectfully. Go ahead and get your second cup of coffee. And Creo, you're more than welcome to come up. I know you had hit these spots link, but if you want to come up, you are more than welcome, or anybody else. But yeah, I think we have to be careful about that. We see it time and time again, where when it comes to men on this platform, women damn near lose their mind when it comes to these men. I see a lot of these women, and now this part is not about TMO, but I see a lot of these women pretty much throwing themselves at these men, even some of the new guys that came around. And at the end of the day, these new guys, they're not looking for women. They're looking for men. These guys are far from straight, period. Nobody can tell me anything different. Nobody can tell me anything otherwise, okay? They are willing to do whatever it is that they have to do to build up their platform and to build up their page. And one of them, or somewhere I was the other day, and they said everybody has a price. Everybody can be bought. That's a mistake as well, because when you're dealing with somebody who knows who they are, and when you're dealing with somebody that knows their worth, there is no price tag. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these people are getting excited because they're able to buy certain people. But look at some of the people that they buying. I'm just saying, they didn't gave up more for less or free. Okay? Now, even that one guy, because I don't really want to give these people no whatever, no shine or whatever. But the one dude, he was over at YouTube Camera's page the other day. And all of a sudden, when he was over there, he was interested in women and marriage and children or whatever. But I've seen him on other places, and over there, he was interested in buttholes and penises and all kind of crazy stuff, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think women need to be more mindful of what you're entertaining because I seen a lot of women getting mad saying, "Oh no, this guy he's heterosexual." If you believe that, I hate to see the type of niggas you dealing with in real life and you're willing to basically turn a blind eye to that fruity behavior. That shit is not normal. Y'all know how straight men act, and y'all know ain't no straight men doing the shit that some of these niggas is out here doing. But at the end of the day, you have women and they will bow down to these men. They will accept any kind of disrespect. They will be spoken to any old kind of way. I look at some of them and how, they were loving on Brianna, right? But as soon as Brianna dropped them or whatever it was, because she's into her bag, and I'm not mad about that. This is a business for a lot of people. This is a business. It's not about friendship. This ain't motherfucking MySpace, and it damn sure ain't fucking Facebook. Okay, so Brianna's into her bag, so she got her money or whatever, and I guess they felt some type of way, like, wait a minute, I did this for you, or I did that. Whatever you do for a content creator, you have to do it out of your heart because you really want to do it for them. You can't do it because you're looking to get something back in return, or I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get protection. Because we see a lot of that. A lot of people do that. And some people do get away with it, but for so long. So welcome, my beautiful sister BBW, also known as
Sis.
Krista. So, would
Hey,
you like
sis.
to add anything?
I
Because I know you've probably
would.
seen it all, right?
I haven't seen everything, because I've been out, girl, since 4:30 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And on my way back home, I had to stop off and pick up a couple of things. But I just want to say good morning to the chat and everybody. And I was driving home, had you in my ear. I'm like, oh, girl, this is a good conversation. I need to be in that. But I just wanted to say that when I was watching what I had watched yesterday about the groups, chat things, and the closeness of everybody, and of course when you had when your stuff was brought out there and stuff, what you guys were talking about and everything, I thought about how back in the day when me and a couple of ladies had our thing, which one of the things was recently revealed through somebody that was we were fussing and fighting with. And that's what it's like, the same thing that goes on. And I remember how me and that lady, how, like, if you're a part of a group and your channel is growing, or people are like really liking you, and you try to send other people over there, like I was listening to, I don't know, somebody was saying that, I could send people over there, but I can't make them stay. I can share
That
you out, but I
part.
can't.
That part. Yes.
Right. But
Yes.
I can't. It's
Yes.
up to you once I send them for you to entertain your people. It's not up to me. And it's not that people are going to stop following me or stop watching me when you're on my channel, but I can't, I have no control over making people go and watch you too, you know. And I know, like, for a lot of you guys that even have shared me out, you know, a lot of people stay, some people come and they say, that ain't my style, and I get it. I understand. It's okay. But when I was listening to everything that happened out of this, I said, that's the same cycle that's going to happen. It's the same cycle that I went through years ago with the companies that would reach out to me to sell wigs for them and sell makeup and jewelry when
Right.
everybody was doing their jewelry and everything. And I was trying to get my friend that I was close to, I was trying to get her on. But when the companies and the people that was making the jewelry would go over to her channel, they was like, nah, this ain't our style. So she started getting upset with me, and I'm like, sis, I have no control over what you want me to do. I tell them about you. They see that we all together, but they're not interested. And it's the
Everybody,
same.
yeah, and everybody doesn't have the same drive and the same
Yes.
motivation. And
Right.
sometimes we have to look at, why are my numbers low? What is it that
Right.
I'm doing, right? So
Right.
here's a couple things, because even I've had to look like, okay, damn, I got all these subscribers. I go
Mm-hmm.
live, ain't a motherfucker over here, right? But
Mm-hmm.
in all honesty, I don't really cover beef sector news like that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not going
Right.
live every day. So
Right.
when you're not really putting in the work as far as for that part, you know what I'm saying? I put the work on my channel with
Yes.
other stuff, but
Right.
when you're not doing that, it's that's gonna reflect. But see, this is what I do
Yes.
notice. When TMO goes live, she has a huge audience over there. I've never seen her over there talking with 10 or 20 people. Now I've seen her with lower numbers when she's done like her vision boards and stuff like that. But my thing is sometimes, and at least what I do, is I focus on what I do have versus what I don't have. You
That's
know,
right.
and then this is for real, how disrespectful would it be if I came on this live today and I took 30 minutes to complain about who's not here versus who is here? See what I'm saying? All I care about is who is here right now. Whoever didn't
That's
make it
right.
into the replay crew, I love y'all down. Thank you.
Me too.
But I
That's
don't have
right.
time to worry about, who was there, who let me down, who
Mm-hmm.
stabbed me in the back, because life
Mm-hmm.
goes on. If I stay focused on that, I'm doing a disservice to the people
And the
who
people that's there is going to start feeling some kind of way, like, what? I'm not enough. Well, what about
exactly,
me? What,
exactly.
you waiting on Jim Bob now? I'm not enough. It's not okay that Krista's here. You can't go on with the show because Jim Bob them ain't here. So
Yeah,
now they gonna start feeling some kind of way, and they gonna be like, "Well, shit, fuck it. I don't mean nothing, no way. So I'm out."
yeah.
Shit.
I mean, so you got to think about that. And then
Hmm.
sometimes as a content creator, and this is just me as a OG, I'm just dropping some gems.
Right.
Sometimes content creators, you have to make up your mind. Do you want to be a moderator?
Mm.
Do you want to be a panel assistant? Or do you want to be a content creator? If you
Right.
constantly hit everybody fucking link all around YouTube, all around the beef sector, by the
Yep.
time you do all that yapping, what the
Yeah.
fuck is left to say when you get to your own page?
Because remember, you told me that when I first came
Yeah,
back. I was like, sis, I said, I'm just enjoying like going in. You was like, well, that's cool. But you really need to start looking into getting your own stuff together. And I'm like, okay, I will.
because guess
And then
what? Ain't
finally, I
nobody
went
gonna
on
give
and
you
did it.
no exclusive tea.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with hitting somebody's link and being an asset to their channel or whatever. But if
Right.
you got some receipts, you got some piping tea, take
Right.
that shit to your own channel, because let me tell
Yeah.
you, nobody is going to grind for your channel harder than what
Nope.
you are going to do. So
Nope.
that's another thing. All the energy that you put in to other people's channels, if that shit is not being
Mhm.
reciprocated, who can you blame but yourself?
Yeah, because
You
some
got
of
to
these
check
people will be
yourself.
sitting back on in their big beautiful white chairs or black chairs or whatever they sitting in. And I'm just saying a chair color, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm talking about luxury. And leather or whatever it is, and they got your name in the title, and they'll sit there. I'm waiting on BBW to come over. I ain't saying nobody else's name. I'm just gonna say my own, but put your own name in there. I'm waiting on them to come over here. Well, bitch, I got my own motherfucking channel, and I come on every motherfucking day. Just come over. Just come over.
Right.
What you scared of? I'm not finna go flocking to you like you some damn body. You ain't shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be nice and be like, well, what's up? What's going on? But shit, don't get it twisted, because you will catch me on the wrong motherfucking day and I'll tell you the truth about yourself. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah.
hell
And,
no. Come
and
to
I'm,
my
I'm,
shit.
I'm going to say something else, right? And this is not about TMO. So I don't want anybody to think that this part is about her or whatever. But when well, I will say, I guess it does have something to do with her. Okay, so when she was telling her part of the story, there was a lot of people in the chat that was dogging Yaya out, right? And does she deserve to be dogged out? I don't know because I don't know what she did from what she didn't do. I only know what TMO said and then what King Roman said. But like I said, I think there's many different levels and layers of what's going on. And as much as that shit was juicy and everybody wants to hear it, I really
Right.
think that they should just let that shit go. Right. Because like I said, you can't
Hmm.
expose anybody else without exposing yourself. And 9 out of 10, what will happen is somebody's feelings will get hurt that you weren't even trying to hurt their feelings, but you were just, shooting the shit in a group or whatever.
Hmm.
But what I will say is a lot of people seem to be focused on Yaya, and
Hmm.
Yaya seems to be very confused about that. But what I think Yaya is not seeing, because this is what I see with my two eyes.
Hmm.
Yaya is getting a lot of support, right?
Hmm.
Should she not be getting support? Absolutely, she should be getting support. She was fucking Lady
Right.
Nika's co-host, still her co-host, and how long she was doing that fucking shit, right? All
Right.
right. I've seen her on other people's pages, add her, her commentary and stuff like that. I've seen her in people's chats. I've seen her moderating for people.
Right.
So when she decides to kick off her own channel, is it, I mean, should it be abnormal that she's getting support? I don't think that should be a strange thing that she's getting support.
Hmm.
However, I was in the bushes and I witnessed history be made.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
I witnessed Yaya get, I don't know how many fucking memberships. I mean,
Oh, I seen that
something that
too.
I've never seen before, ever on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I seen that too. Yeah,
And when things like that happen, understand that everybody is not going to be happy for you.
that's
But
right.
honestly, I don't look at shit like that and get upset because I know that
Hmm.
what's for me is for me.
That's right.
And y'all can know by even looking at my pictures, I ain't missing that motherfucking meal. You see what I'm
Me
saying?
either, girl. Cause I'm juicy.
So
Yeah, I'm
what's
huge.
for me is for me. I don't have time to
Hmm.
count somebody else's blessings. If I'm counting
That's
their
right.
blessings and looking at everything that they're getting, then
Hmm.
what I'm doing is I'm dishonoring God by
That's
not looking at
right.
the blessings that He's given me. You get
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
But
right.
Yaya has to understand that as you're growing and as you're taking off, because you're doing something different, you're doing something different than what a lot of other people here are doing. You decided to
Hmm.
kind of think out the box, come with something different or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Um, there are going to be people that's been here for years saying, "Well, hold up, I've never
Hmm.
had that many people in my chat, but I've done this and I've gifted memberships, and I've never seen it reciprocated back to me." But who knows
Hmm.
what y'all might have did in her real life that God decided to bless her that day with that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But
Right.
I do feel that there is a lot of jealousy involved when it
Hmm.
comes. And I'm not saying y'all's perfect because God knows she called me a motherfucking demon. Okay, I still ain't forget that
Hmm.
shit. Okay, all right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but she's been blessed with the growth of her channel, the support that she's gotten, and
Hmm.
everything else. But
Okay.
everybody is not going to be happy for you.
Right. And there's a flip side to that, Shelley. Now
Right.
let me tell you, because that now you told all the good stuff. But now here's the flip side to that situation. You're getting this support, excuse me, and people are liking you, people are loving on you. You know, a lot of it has to do with who you're associated with, which is a beautiful thing. That people that highly, be with other people and love other people could support you like that. But the flip side to that is you have one time to disagree or be opinionated about about something, and that crowd or that person is offended or that person or something, you're going to have to watch yourself. Because what it does when people support you on the strength of other things like that, they have a they do this because now they feel like they kind of own you a little bit, and now you're going to kind of keep your mouth closed about some things, even if you don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay for people to
No,
support
I know
you, but like
exactly what you're
myself,
talking
I want
about.
people
Like
to
I said,
genuinely
you
support
saw
me.
me go through that. I
Yeah,
wasn't willing to lie.
right,
I wasn't
right.
willing to go along with the group.
That's right,
So what
right.
happened? I had
Mm-hmm.
to I had to be penalized for not
Yes,
so-called staying in line. But I'm a
that's
grown ass
right.
woman. I just turned
Yep.
48 years old on my birthday. I have
Thank
3
you.
grown adult children and a whole
Mm-hmm.
goddamn husband. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank
Nobody
you.
is going to tell me what to do, what to
That's right.
say, how to act, and they damn sure cannot make me
And
lie on nobody.
sure ain't. Sure
Period.
ain't. And see, and that's my problem. Like I tell people all the time, I'm hard headed. I'm not a good gang member. I'm gonna tell you that now. Cause see, you'll fuck around and tell me, "Excuse me, we going this way," and they gonna be like, "Well, where's Krista? Child, Krista done went the other way." I'm hard headed. Cause I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna stand up for what's right. I'm gonna discuss what's right and what's wrong. I'm gonna let you know that shit is wrong. And where you hurt and offend me, I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't care how many members you got. I mean, not members, how many subs you got. You could have 100,000, because you know I have a history of going off on motherfuckers with 2 and 3,000. I don't give a fuck. If you come in my business, you got something to say about me. Guess what? I'm coming back at your ass. It is
Right.
what the
That's
fuck it
why,
is.
you know what?
Get
That's
to
why I
know me
really
like I'm getting to know you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we
right.
doing, right? So if you can say whatever out your motherfucking mouth and think that I'm just gonna sit here and take it, and it came across these big ass ears of mine, bitch, get ready, Mister, Mrs., whoever. And see, when people think that they own you, you can't do that. You can, but then you're gonna say, oh my God, everybody gonna see that people didn't stop supporting me like that. Everybody didn't stop coming over. Everybody didn't. That's a chance you got to take. And then them that like you for you, them who love on you for you, they'll still be there. They'll still be
Yeah.
there. You know,
And
it's just like there's
I'm gonna
certain
tell you
videos I do.
too.
I get 100 and something views. I'm thankful because I'm a small channel. I am thankful, but I'm even more thankful when I look and see my videos and got 300 and 400. You know, and hallelujah for them ones that can hit 1,000. You know, especially when I know what's going on in the background. You know what I
Right.
mean? I know motherfuckers is out here saying shit about me. I know motherfuckers is out here trying to get people not to like me and trying to get people to say this and say that about me. But you know what I do? I hold my motherfucking head up. I come on this motherfucker and be me. And either you accept me for who the fuck I am or move the fuck around.
That
And
part.
that's the only thing to her doing that. I said, that's beautiful when I seen it. But me knowing a little bit that I have learned about Yaya, she's a person that she has her opinion. She's going to be herself. Okay. But that's when you might see some things kind of flip and change when you really, really be yourself. So it's a
Right.
catch to it. It's a catch
And
to it.
and even with getting numbers, right? If I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
get numbers, a couple hundred people in my chat every time I go live, I could do that. I've done it
Yep.
before, right?
Yep. You know
But
what
I'm
to
gonna
do.
tell y'all something. It is a price to fucking pay.
Yes, it is.
If you think being at the top or
Hmm.
being one of those at the top don't
Hmm.
come at a huge ass price, you are
Oh,
fooling your fucking self.
thank you.
Okay? You are fooling yourself. And so um I feel like at the end of the day, you just really have to know who you are. And what I'm seeing, and let me just be really transparent for a second, right? Most of the people that are even content creators and moderators, the ones that are, like huge, moderators that's moderating all the time and stuff like that. A lot
Right.
of people are missing something from out of their real life, right? People will tell you all day, oh, my life is great. Everything is wonderful. But guess what? If everything was great and everything
Right.
was wonderful all the time, you wouldn't have time to be on here for hours on end, right?
That's the truth.
When I first came on YouTube, before I ever had made any video or anything, I was at the darkest, darkest, darkest time of my life. When I say the
Right.
darkest, I didn't want to I didn't want to leave out the fucking room. I didn't want to cut the lights on.
Yep.
I was just done. Okay.
I've been through
So
that.
I would sit there, and this is why to this day, no matter what Funky Dineva does, I still will always have a certain level of respect for Funky Dineva, because when I
Hmm.
was at my lowest, sometimes that would be the only laugh that I would be getting for the day, because I was
Right.
so depressed.
Yep.
So through him, it led me to other people, through other people, through other people, through other people. And what I have noticed, after being here for a long time, a lot of people, especially content creators on here, are suffering from a lot of health ailments. Um, that puts you in a different situation, because if
Hmm.
you have illnesses and your friends in real life don't have them, they don't understand, they can't really relate to what's going on. Maybe physically you're not outside every day like you used to be when
Right.
you were well, but now you're inside, and now you've met
Right.
up other groups of people who are inside. you know
Right.
we see a lot of people over here that's dealing with mental health, whether it be
Right.
undiagnosed or diagnosed. Even though my husband hates when I do this, we're gonna do it for the one time where it's at.
Do it for the one time, girl. Shake it.
Okay, med check, med
Hmm.
motherfucking check, right?
Hmm.
So we see a lot of that. Even a lot of these people, I look and I'm like, damn, I think some of these people are suffering from personality disorder. You know what I mean? When you really sit back and you look at a lot of these people, we may be laughing at them, but sometimes when I'm in my
Yes.
right frame of mind, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Sometimes
Hmm.
when I done took a couple days and skipped a couple motherfucking pills, I might not
Girl.
notice it. But when I be on my motherfucking medication, like the doctors give it to me, I be looking back and saying, nah, this shit don't look right. You know what I'm saying? This shit
Hmm.
ain't looking right. It ain't sounding right. Something ain't motherfucking right. Okay. If
Right.
people had the support that they are supposed to have in their everyday life, do they have a reason to be in a group sharing all kind of things about their family if they have that support outside? So what I'm saying is, a lot of times people are acting as though they have it all together. They have all the answers and everything is wonderful.
Girl.
For
Okay.
a lot of
Okay.
people,
Hmm.
it's nothing but a fucking persona. Okay. Um, for me personally, I feel like it's my job to, entertain, try to make you laugh if I can. And I always try to drop a gem. Whenever you come and watch me, I'm always hoping that when you leave with something. You leave with, I don't care what it is, just something. Maybe it won't be life changing, but you leave with something that can help you in some
Right.
type
Me
of way.
too. That's what I like to do too. Yeah. Yeah. Leave with something that'll help you in your everyday life.
Yeah. But there's
Hmm.
been times I've come on this live, and baby, I'm going fucking through. And I'm going through and I'm going through and I'm going through. Truth be told, I'm still going through, but I thank God for his mercy and grace.
Me too.
You know?
Yes. Yep.
So a lot of times you're watching people and you look at their behavior, and I'm just sitting back looking and I'm like, it's okay to talk to somebody. And I'm not calling any names. I ain't pointing at this person, that person, or whatever. But I'm looking at a lot of people who may need to log off and just breathe in, breathe out, and
Right.
get it together.
Hmm.
Because the worst thing you need to do is fall apart in front of a whole bunch of people, knowing that half of
Yes.
them don't like you anyway. The other
Oh,
half don't give a fuck, been waiting for you to fall apart. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
So,
Yes.
and hopeful Heather, I want to thank you for the cash app that you sent me a couple weeks ago. I definitely do appreciate it. Any cash apps that I get from this point on out, I will be using those as far as the meet and greet. whether it's to help someone who can't afford to come or whatever, because I know everybody doesn't have $200. I am thankful for those who just whip that money out just like that. And we're gonna have a amazing
Is there
time.
a deadline to when you need the money?
There's not a deadline, but sooner
Okay.
is better because I gotta go ahead and
Okay.
drop a deposit off really
Okay.
soon with these
Well, I'm
people.
definitely going to do mine. I still got to talk to you. I'm definitely going to do mine, but I got a couple other things going on in the family right now. So, but it'll be there. You can count on it. It's coming.
Right.
I'm good for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
And
just wanted
also
to say
too
that.
to
Oh, go ahead.
anybody else that's that wants to come, if let's say you got a bill that's coming up, so right now 200 is too much. What you can do is you can give $100 deposit. So you can give $100 now, and then you can pay like $50 next month and $50 the next month or next week or a couple of days or whatever to get your
Yeah.
$200 put in. But it is non-refundable.
Hmm.
I'm not giving a whole bunch of information out publicly because it's like if you ain't paid,
Hmm.
ain't no reason for me to be giving out all that information,
That's
because I'm going
right.
to be honest with you. I've spoken to a couple of people who are
Hmm.
subscribers who have kind of fell back from the beef sector just due to a lot of the doxing that's going on,
Yeah.
a lot of the harassment and threats against, innocent subscribers and moderators and things like that. So, I want to make sure that people who are not content creators that want to come out, that they're also protected, and that nobody's not filming anybody that doesn't want to be filmed and stuff like that. Let me see. Devil's Nut says, my mom says, show me a person that has it all and I'll show you a liar. To have it all is to
Hello.
understand you do not have it at all. Absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
And just to piggyback on what you was just saying about logging off, I thought about how I had to do that recently. Okay. How some stuff popped off unexpectedly. And I was just like, what? And if y'all think, listen, the way I am here online is a lot of the way I am in real life. Okay. My family will tell you. Okay. Those of people that know me from the back will tell you I'm that way. And when I seen that shit, I started to come on this motherfucker and blast the fuck off. I started to do the Tasmania devil that my family call me sometime. Girl. And I had to go sit in the fucking corner for 2 days. Wanted to sit there
Thank you,
for a week,
Heather.
but I had work to
Yeah.
do. I wanted to sit there for a week. And I thank God for the people that reached out to me, as well as the people who even left comments underneath that video. Because when I tell y'all, and I'm still in my motherfucking feelings some kind of way, I have to pray every day when I come on this motherfucker live and be like, okay, don't you say nothing. Don't you say nothing. But it's hard. So I'm quiet right now, but I don't never know when it's gonna come out, but it's gonna come out. Oh,
We
it's
know because
guaranteed
you
to
ain't
come the
gonna
fuck
hold
out.
it in.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Brenda, I was thinking about you too. I told Benz, I said, look, for your next challenge, I said, why don't we incorporate it and make it, kind of like while we doing a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? So it could be some people that's there and then some people that's, online. And I said, let's do a challenge where you go down and touch your toes. I said, did y'all see Brianna? Shit. Brianna already stood up on the bitches about a month ago. Then she turned around recently, stood up, bent down, and motherfucking kicked her leg up. I said,
Girl,
shoot.
okay. I said,
I
do
said
it
to
for the
that,
big girls. Hey, do it
yes.
for the big girls. Hey.
I
Let me
said to
start telling my
old, I
video.
said to look, I said to old girl that's been motherfucking hiding that refused to stand up. After that shit,
Mhm.
she done put you to shame, girl. Just stay with your page hidden. I'm just saying.
I was like, oh my God. Okay. Shit. Mm-mm. Anyway, I ain't gonna say no more.
Yeah,
But
or
I'm gonna
like
save it.
squatting or something, Brenda. I was thinking something like that. But when I was telling Benz and them, they didn't seem impressed with my idea. So they just was like quiet. And I was like, okay, they're not really feeling it. So
Because you know what
I
it is
don't
too?
know.
And I was telling somebody that when I was because I was listening to the video while I was visiting my friend at the hospital. And so he was watching and he was like, man, because he had watched the other video, and stuff. And I said, well, you got to realize we're dealing with a lot of people who keeps their cameras off for whatever their reason.
Mhm.
I said, and then on top of that, even some that do, I said, they showing you from the waist up, head up, neck up, whatever it may be. So when it came to that part, now you're dealing with people showing their whole shapes and stuff. And I said, and a lot of people is very self-conscious about their shape. Maybe people in their real life be okay with it, you know what I mean? And or
Right.
everyday people. But then they know online, motherfucker, I don't care how fine you think you is, they will pick you apart. And because they know too, you can't get to me. So I can say whatever I want to say. I said, so that's another reason. He's like, shit, but for that amount of money, shit, they could pick me. Shit, I would have went on there. I was like, shut up. But I was thinking about that when you are thinking about things with people doing certain challenges and stuff, you do have to remember the audience that you keep and
Right.
what they're comfortable with doing. It's not that you don't want to do certain things, but everybody's just not comfortable with doing a lot of things for whatever their reason is. You know what I mean? We could all say, oh, this person, I want to do it for this reason and that reason. But that probably has nothing to do with it. They just probably ain't comfortable doing it that way. So,
Prima
you know,
Wanda, thank you so much for the Cash App. I truly appreciate it. I
yeah.
truly appreciate it.
And hello again to everybody. And thing. You know what,
And
Shelly? I was just thinking, Shelly,
mhm.
we got to have a night where I think this is good commentary for me and you.
You
We
wanna
got
do
to have a
something
day
tonight?
that
'Cause
we
it's
come.
4:20, so let's just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I think we need to incorporate this where we take a day to come on each other's channels and it just be me and you talking and with the people and stuff. Is y'all
Yeah,
enjoying
it'll be like old times. That's how it was, you know what I'm saying? And Imma say this
this?
to you too, right?
Hmm.
Um, like in close, because there was so many things I was gonna talk about, but,
Right.
I don't be having no bullet points, no type of format. I just come on here and I just do
Right.
whatever, right? So,
Yeah.
I know recently that, you did a video, I did a video or whatever,
Hmm.
and I know you're supposed to do a part 2 to that situation.
Who Ben's is
No, no, you.
me?
To
I
your last video that you did.
I'm supposed to do some more to it. I
You
thought that
said
was
you
it.
was. You said you was coming back. And
Oh, but
so
not on that person.
oh, okay, okay. Because what I
I
was
got
gonna
some
say
other
to
folks. They in
you
the archives. They think that it's all over. It ain't over yet, bitches.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry
what I
for
was gonna
cussing on
say
here.
to you is that, I'm not telling you to, go and befriend somebody, especially if whatever.
Right.
Um, but let's just dead that. You know what I mean?
Okay. You
Because
right.
even for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I disappointed and hurt? Yes. Um, do I feel some type of way? Yes. But it's just
I
something
didn't
that
have
I
no more to
don't
say to her. I didn't have no more to say to her. I didn't like what she said. When she came over to my thing, she insinuated to me in my chat that she was going over to discuss what she was saying to me in my chat. In my chat, she kept saying, this and that. I don't have a problem. I'm okay. This, that, and the other thing. And I was just like, well, why do you keep on with this stuff with me then? People didn't
yeah,
know
I
the
mean, I
little
was
things that
confused
was
by
going
that
on.
too.
Right. And then when I got
I
over
was
there, she was over
confused.
there dogging me out. And that's
Yeah,
why I'm like, well, what the fuck? What
yeah.
kind of shit is
Um,
this? Telling people I'm in a wheelchair and bitch, don't do that. Don't do
yeah, I
that.
was confused by that. And to be honest, I had just gave her one of like the highest compliments because I was saying like,
Yes, you
I
did.
put you and her like on the same page or whatever,
Yeah.
but just I think for
Yes, you
my
did.
own mental health, I'm gonna leave that situation alone because it's like a
Mhm.
sore spot for me, honestly.
Of course, because that's somebody when you've had a relationship with people, and we do, and I know people say ain't no friends on YouTube and they know this and that, but there is people on here that you get close and comfortable, a little bit more comfortable with, rather than just in the chat where you're just liking them as somebody that comes over and conversate with you while you're doing a live and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There is people on
Yeah.
here because we're human. Okay. And it's hard for us to always talk to people in our family about this YouTube stuff because they're
You
like, child, who
can talk to
cares?
them
Who is
about it,
these
but they
people?
don't understand it at all.
Right. YouTube is its own world. It's its own world. And so that's so I understand how you feel. You know, I wasn't as close to her, but because she was close to somebody that I deemed like a sister to me, and stuff I valued, even when you had us to, even when we talked over on Ben's, I valued her and I getting together and just talking and getting an understanding about what was going on. And then for you to just be holding inside that you really wanted to say these type of dirty things about me, no, bitch, you got me fucked up. You got me real fucked up. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I'm already getting criticized by a bunch of people that's saying that I'm just out here doing shit for this, doing shit for that. No, I'm not. But like I said, if some shit crossed my ears, oh, I'm coming back for you. I'm coming back to defend myself. Like I said, I don't go into a courtroom without a lawyer, a paid lawyer, not one for free, you know. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm over
it
that
kinda
shit.
hit me
I'm
in a
over that.
it
I
hit
ain't
me in a different way because I've had, like, right before her, 2 other people that I consider to be close to me do some
right,
things to me that I would never do to them. So it was just kinda
right.
like, wow, here's somebody else and
Yep,
so it's just that we're gonna just leave I'm just gonna leave that behind.
right.
Um, I just wanna leave it behind.
Sis, give me
I
like
stopped
3 minutes.
the
Let me go
poll.
in here and help my sister with something, and I'll be right back.
Okay, I got you,
Okay.
sis.
Give me
So
three
yeah,
minutes.
okay. I stopped the poll and the poll said trivia tonight. So that's what we'll do. We'll come back and we'll do that tonight versus now, which I think is good because this is like a whole separate, conversation. But I think also too people fail to realize that even though this is the internet, and I know Mo's not gonna want to come up here, but Mo, I hope you come up here just for a second because a lot of times I go through things and I talk to Mo a lot. Well, I shouldn't say that because you really don't want to tell people who the hell you talk to, but you know I take a lot of things serious. You know what I'm saying? I take a lot of people at face value. And a lot of times that's just not what it is. And I've really gotten like some good words of wisdom from Mo, honestly, about just separating a lot of things. Mo not coming. Come on, Mo, come on up here. Cause child, we be wearing Mo out, okay? So but I think you need everybody needs that one person that's going to be realistic. Everybody needs that one person that's going to tell you the truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. Everybody needs that one person that's going to reel you back in before you jump off the ledge. Yeah, we all need that one person um to pull us back in because to be honest, YouTube or not, hey the Tea Lounge, your feelings can get hurt on here. You can get hurt. You talk to people every day, you build relationships. It's not just what you're doing in the back chat or in the chat or wherever. And T Lounge, I hope to see you at the meet and greet, honey, because I know you ain't that far away. Okay, Mo. So give them the little spill that you normally give to me, but you know how I am. I need to show Pisces or whatever. And
About what I missed part of it as I was coming up.
about just like with having relationships with people and not allowing yourself to get caught up to where you're like hurt and stuff like that.
I just feel like it's just like when you're dating, like people get so caught up in the moment of the honeymoon stage of friendships or relationships or whatever, that you miss signs. And you got to learn how to compartmentalize stuff. Just because this happened, is it worth the reaction I immediately want to give it? Is it worth it? Because a lot of times you all pissed off and that person don't want about their business. They don't care. And you over here upset for what?
That is true. That is true. A lot of times, and we see that on here. Somebody sitting around, they hurt, other person gone on about their fucking business. A lot of these people don't even have any emotion at all.
Because they didn't go into it with the same thought. That it's just like with me for work. I go to work, I do my job, and I leave it at that. A lot of them get caught up in stuff because they put emotions into it. We're at work. I'm here to do my job, and I feel like a lot of people need to be doing that here on YouTube. It's a business. You need to use it as such. These people are your business acquaintances, and yes, there's some people who you can be friends with, but I think if this is not how you build relationships in real life, and this isn't the behaviors that you'll accept in real life and friendships, why would you get on YouTube and accept it?
That's another thing. I think that's very telling to me, because when I see people on here and they allow people to disrespect them, I take it that they allow people to disrespect them in real life.
Yeah, I'm back,
With me, what you
sis.
see is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm back. Hey, Mo.
Hey. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
just feel like sometimes and I get it, like some people take a lot of things seriously, and I feel like when people put their real feelings into stuff, they get really hurt, and sometimes it comes across as anger. And I feel
Right.
like that's kind of the situation that that led up to this morning and last night. I think cooler heads didn't come together before it got too late. And I think at this point it's too late. Because
Right. Yeah, yeah, things went way too far.
the things that have been said, ain't no taking it back. And I don't really think anyone would care
That's
at this
why when
point.
you get upset, that's why I said I had to go sit in the corner for a couple of days. Because I know once I say some stuff and they come out, I can't take it back.
Right.
And it's not going to come back nice. And I didn't been out here already on YouTube and said some things that could not be taken back, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah. And there's
So,
some things I've done and said that later on I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
right.
But also too, there are things that I've been accused of that I have not done. There's things that
Yes,
I've been accused of saying
me
that I have
too.
not. There have been things that made things look a certain way that it's not. But what I will
Yes.
say, baby, what I will say is God is up high, but he looks down low.
Yes, he
And what
did.
God has been doing, he has been exposing a lot of situations. God has
Yes.
been exposing a lot of people. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we want to fight to clear our names. We want to
Mm-hmm.
fight to clear our reputation or whatever it is. But sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the best thing that you can do is just sit back and let God do what he's going to do, because I've
Mm-hmm.
seen God truly expose some of my enemies, and not just expose them
Yes.
to me, but expose them to everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
sometimes if you just don't fight fire with fire and you just
Mm-hmm.
sit back, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you're constantly talking and you're trying to tell people what's going on, they don't
Mm-hmm.
want to hear it because you're constantly talking about it. People will change their actions based on what you're saying. But sometimes if
Right.
you just sit back and shut the hell up, those people are still going to have their nasty behavior because that's who the
Yep.
hell they are.
That's right. And it's
You get
gonna
what I'm
come
saying?
out. Yep.
Yeah. People
Mm-hmm.
will lead you to believe, oh, S. Hutchinson was out here telling people that people out here messing with somebody's kids. But
Mm-hmm.
now S. Hutchinson ain't even involved with you, but
Yep.
you saying this same shit to somebody else. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? So the
Yep.
behavior, that's who you are. You know what I
That's right.
mean? So sometimes you don't always have to do that, because
Mm-hmm.
trust me,
Like
these
they out
people
here
will change.
spinning that thing that, oh, she's just fighting with everybody. That's all she do. Oh, like they said I was fighting with that person that I did the last video about. We were just discussing because is this got something to do with Shelly? Hell no.
Yeah,
This had nothing to do with Shelly. that just put the cap on it. How
Yeah.
she was feeling. That had everything to do with her and me. But it's a person out here that feels that way about me, and he's trying to put that poison in everybody's mind and even have them to say it, to the point where he's like just telling people don't even support her. And I think that's a dirty motherfucking shame. And it's taking a lot for me, y'all.
But you know,
It's taking
even
a
with that, you know,
whole
that's
lot.
against YouTube community guidelines, right?
Okay. It's
It's a
taking a
lot of
whole
things
lot.
that
Now,
people do
see,
that's
but here's
completely
the
against the
catch to it.
guidelines.
They're saying it in a safe way. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? They saying it in a safe way because they know that they have supporters and they know that their team has supporters. And my whole thing is, if you and your crew don't want to fuck with me, just don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't
Right.
have to say, and it's taking a whole lot, y'all. It's when I tell y'all, there's times that I be talking to my sister and my sister be like, don't you say nothing. Or before I leave her house, she'll be like, now you go on and do your video and stuff. You ain't gonna say nothing. You promising me? She was like, because if you say something, I hear you on there saying something. She said, I'm gonna have the police to call your house and tell you that it's emergency over here just to shut you up. You know, and I'm like, nah, you can't be
Child.
doing that because then you go, And she's like, then promise me, and but it's taking a lot, y'all.
Yeah.
It's taking a lot. Y'all know how I am, and some of these people didn't got to know how I am. It's taking a
I'm
whole
telling
lot,
you, a
especially
lot of
when,
people that's on here that's always starting shit with people. You really got to look at them and ask yourself, well, why?
yeah,
And but when you really take time to look, their lives are a mess. They need somebody
yes,
to take that anger out on. They need somebody.
right.
I mean, I even look
And
at
then to
myself
try to
when I
make
used to
me
come on
out to
here.
be that type of person, my life is
Right.
not a mess. I don't come on here to fight with people.
Right.
I want to come on here and do my videos that I like to do. Even if my channel is growing slowly, I appreciate it growing fast, but faster than not fast, but faster than it did. But that's just been my YouTube thing since I've been on YouTube. If I ever come out here fussing and fighting, I always have gotten more views on those videos and stuff. Which when I deleted all that shit off my other page, those were the main ones I got rid of, you know. But
Right.
to have somebody now that I've had a problem with you and I thought we were good. I thought we was okay. And now you still out here like trying to put some poison out? Okay. It's
Yeah.
taking a lot.
Another
But
thing
Mo,
I
I'm gonna
learned
listen to
too is
what you're
that
saying. Yeah.
sometimes when people have already made up their, and I'm not talking about that situation, but sometimes
Right.
when people have already made up their mind about you, there ain't nothing you can
Yeah.
do to change them. And you could go feed
Exactly.
every starving child in Africa, honey, and they are still going to think the way that they think about you. And some people, they don't even have
Yes.
a mind of their own to try to
Right.
get to know you and judge you for you. They will go
Mm-hmm.
by what the crew is saying or by what others
Yes.
saying, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the
And I
day,
think that was part of it. I think they felt that way. Hey, Miss Creole.
Hey, babe. Hey, everybody.
good
Hey.
morning.
And I think they felt that way because they seen how the support was that I was getting from them and their crew. And I think this person kind of like started feeling some type of way about that, to the point where they're like, I'm gonna put a stop to this. Because the whole thing is, if somebody's bothering someone else, they come out here, even including that person, he come out here and defend himself. Oh, he comes and defend himself. But
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to. You don't know what go on in the background of things. And I'm gonna be quiet so somebody else can talk.
That's the last thing I want to say. I'm gonna give Creole the floor.
Okay.
Subscribers, moderators, keep in mind when y'all are watching all of this stuff and all of this stuff go down, it is best to watch it. Okay, if it's funny, maybe laugh or whatever. But I would hold back on having too much to say because you don't know what's going on. It's so many layers to this shit and it things may look one way and it might be completely a whole different way. So it's better to just not even take sides and let friends work out things that friends or ex-friends should have to work out. Miss Creole, I want to give you the floor. What do you think about everything that's going on?
Okay, so let me just be transparent. I just came back in from my walk. It was so pretty, Shelly. I had to go walk. So I just came back in from my walk. So I don't know where you all are at yet. However, you just said something I want to piggyback on.
Okay.
People need to learn how to be neutral. And what I mean by that is I support you. I also support somebody you don't rock with. So if and when that person says something about you, I'm mute, I'm quiet, I don't comment because I like you and I rock with you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are getting mixed up because they don't know how to hold their
Right.
opinion. You can't like one person, but then be in another chat dogging that person.
Yeah,
That's
you know
kind of
what? They think that they're ghosts and nobody can see them. I see it all day. They'll go
But
from one
okay,
page
somebody gonna
to the next
see it.
page
That's
doing
what it
stuff.
is. Somebody gonna
right.
Mhm.
see it and say something. Yep.
Right. That's true. So, it's weird to me. Because like I said, if I rock with you, I rock with you. If I like you, I like you. For whatever reason, I don't have to explain why I come in your chat. I come in your chat because I like what you're saying. I like you. And
Right.
sometimes I'm in and out, and I want to just say that to people too. People have gotten mad at me because they like, well, when I spoke to you and such as you didn't speak back. I'm like, baby, if I missed you, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Because sometimes I'm in and then I get up and go and do something else and let it play. And then I come back. So when I come back, I always say, okay, I'm back. Hello to everybody that I missed. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I,
and you know what? Most of the time I got at least 2 to 3 devices on because everybody goes live at the same goddamn time.
that's true. Lord today,
Sometimes
that's
I'll be listening to this one over here and then this one over here. And then, mind you, you got a family, a household, phone
thank you.
ringing. You got all kind of stuff that's going on. I
Thank you.
mean,
Life is
Lord, we got to
life.
give each other mercy and grace.
And life is lifing. So yeah, and I want to say this to you. I've never said this, but I want to say this outwardly to you. I commend you for embracing your challenge that you got. And I call it a challenge because everything can be overcame. And I admire you for that. Let me tell you, when I was younger, okay,
Which
I
challenge? You
I'm
mean
great.
mental health?
Yeah, I'm great.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
When I was younger, I fought all the time. Okay. My anger was on 10. Seriously, I was a sweet person, but I fought all the time. From 8 to 80 used to be my thing. From 8 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy, you can get it. Okay. And for a while, nobody even asked me, why is this girl fighting all the time? All right. But it had a lot to do with the fact that at that time I was being molested. I had been raped several times, incest, everything. So I was determined nobody would ever take anything else from me. Okay. If I had to fight you,
I
bust
am
you
so
upside the
sorry
head,
to hear that all of that happened to you. I'm so
oh, baby,
sorry.
I'm thank you though, but I'm
So
good. And
sorry.
that's why I can tell my story. And so that made me even meaner, right? I think I
Hmm.
had a touch of bipolar. I really do think I had a touch of bipolar also, but I was never diagnosed with that when I was in my teens and early 20s. Now, what happened was I actually started working through those things and the help of a good man of a, because my husband was the bomb. And so as I began to come out and I went into medical counseling, for schooling, because I feel like the things that we go through as Black people are much different than other people. Yes, we all go through.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so I wanted to be the kind of therapist that didn't know surface, but I knew everything about a culture and everything. So I became that I didn't have. But I'm saying to you, I thank you for bringing this in the forefront every time that you do, because people need to know it's not taboo for Black people to get help. Okay. So I even been talking to my mother because I believe my mother has been bipolar all my life. It's some things I
Mm.
deal with, Shelly, that I could tell you and you would either tell me, yep, I know. But by me being a therapist now, I see the traits more now than I ever did. So she's even getting to a point to where she's even admitting it now that she knew something was wrong. She just didn't know how to deal with it. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people on here, on YouTube, has issues. Okay. They have issues. And
Yeah, I
they
see a lot
come,
of personality disorder too, it look
come
like.
on, come on. Come on. And I think a lot of that is what shines through. And I know this ain't a place we come and get therapy and all that, and I understand that. But a lot of things that we see, it's not a lot of things that you can just and shrug off now. No, some people's personalities is showing you like, hey, I'm crazy for real. Here, do you see me?
Yeah,
Hey, you know. So you got to learn how to deal with that. And a lot of people I don't even deal with no more. I don't go in their chat. I don't drop down because I need to be somewhere where I'm celebrated and not tolerated.
right. Yeah, I
So
think, I will say, even though people call the beef sector the chilling circuit and all this, and this is supposed to be the bottom of the barrel and all this other shit, the supporters and the and everything, subscribers, they support harder than probably any other so-called sector or whatever. I see some celebrities that come on here and they don't even
yes,
have 1,000 in their chat or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, but I do think that a lot of times, a lot of content creators have gotten spoiled, rotten, and they've become ungrateful.
there you
Um,
go.
they've become ungrateful with
Yes.
who they do have watching them. They've become
Yes.
ungrateful with the amount of money that they get and cash apps and stuff. When if you're really doing what you're supposed to do,
Right.
you should be getting that money on the 21st. See,
Well,
when I come on YouTube, my focus is on my content
Right.
and that what is going to lead to the 21st. I'm not thinking about how I can, finesse or dry bag and, constantly run down on my subscribers for financial support, because at the end of the day, we all have fucking bills to pay. We all got shit to take care of.
Yes.
I
Right.
know.
YouTube now has basically the store, kind of like how Amazon has it. So you can
Hmm.
set up your own store and make a commission off of products. To me, I don't see nothing wrong with that, because you're not really asking for a handout. And if it's something that people are going to buy anyway, well, shit, why not buy it from said content creator and help them out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't really like
That's
how the
why I
shit
said even
popping up
with
on
my
the screen.
membership, I
Yeah, so
give
you
it back to the people. Right. Because I'm thankful that you guys take it out your pocket, and those of you who have gifted, I'm thankful that you're taking it out of your pocket. But that's $2 or $3 that you could have gave it to a neighbor, somebody at your church that you know could use a little financial help, or somebody at somebody's school, whatever the case may be, on your job, bought them lunch. And YouTube eventually is already going to be paying me. So when you take that out to support me, just because you want to hear the extra stuff that I want to talk about with y'all, I'm going to give that back because I appreciate that. But
I
that
know that's
belonged to y'all. That belonged to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know some
So I
people got upset
appreciate
with
it.
Misunderstood's post. She did a poll. And
Hmm.
matter of fact, let me go to the poll now so I can tell you how many people, but it wasn't like just a handful of people voted on that poll about begging, right? And so I understand some people saying, well, you put B sector or whatever, da da da. But the truth of the matter is numbers don't lie. Okay. So her poll has 336 votes. And she says, is the begging in the beef sector out of control? And then she says, keep in mind, most are um, over 40. So when you look at the numbers, 89% of the people say yes. Only 5% of the people say no. And 5% says most of them don't beg. That's, I mean, 89%. Sometimes some people, I've talked to some people, subscribers who said, you know what, I leave certain people's chat at a certain time, because when they wrapping up, that's when they go for the kill with the money. So I try to make sure that I'm gone before they start basically passing the collection plate around. You know what I mean? I don't think people should
Right.
feel under pressure
God bless you.
that their
Right.
view and click on or like or whatever is not enough.
And I see that too, where they will be there and like a group will give somebody, let's just say somebody blessed you, Shelly, and I'm sitting there. And I'm going, well, I know y'all just gave Shelly 15. Y'all, my cash app, you ain't give me. You done gave to her 3 times. You ain't gave me nothing. That's not nice.
Yeah.
That's not
It's a
nice.
lot of things that I see, and I'm just like, some
That's
people
making
act like
people
maybe
really look at
they
people.
ain't never had nothing before. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
people with money or who have ever had money, they don't act like that. But what I can tell you that
right.
I sincerely know is when I was at my brokest, I was the most happiest. I had the least amount of material things, and I was so content. So material things and money and all that stuff, it doesn't always do anything for you. You gotta, do the work on you. So
And then the thing is, let's just say me, you, and Miss Creole is sitting in a room together. And every time we all come to your house, Shelly, I see Miss Creole handing you 15 or $20 or passing you a little something, pushing it in your hand. And then I just, you always giving Shelly a little something when we come over here every week. When you gonna push something in mine? But you don't know why she, giving Shelly that money. Shelly might have, you know what I mean? It might be you paying her or you giving her back something weekly that she helped you out. You know what I mean? You
right,
Yeah.
and,
can't,
and this is not for
it
me to
don't
be.
look right.
This is not for me to be policing other people's platform. Well, we got some type of thing that you create feedback. I just muted you for a second. Kimberly Black says something that I think we need to touch on right quick before we wrap this up. Kimberly Black says, personally, I look for channel growth on a production side, new graphics, intro, outro, merchandise, mics, background, etc. What I don't understand is the people that I've seen on here for years and they beg for money, right? But you go to watch them and you don't see any growth. You don't see no intro, outro, no banners, nothing, nothing. They come through, they might not even say hello. They might just be quiet for 2, 3 minutes. They might be making racket noise in the background. You know, people who've been on here for years and they don't have any merchandise. They ain't never sold no I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I think, but then again, some people have gotten so greedy that it's like, well, why do I need to do anything when these people are going to just give me money and I can just do whatever it is that I want to do and I don't have to invest anything in my channel or myself, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And I will say with Five Babe, I've seen that she, came back and I hope that she continues to do the content that she's doing. I know a lot of people have said her name, in a negative way. I hope that she doesn't allow that to get her distracted because exactly what she's doing, that's really what I wanted to do when I took my couple months break and come back. I really because I was just there, but it's so hard for me honestly because I battle within myself every day to basically not fuck somebody up and cuss motherfuckers out, act crazy and shit. So it's kind of hard sometimes for me to stay on task for what I really want to do. But I try my best to go ahead and just do my content, do my editing and stuff like that because it's not like if I come on here and cuss somebody out, I don't feel good about that shit. It doesn't enhance my day in any uh kind of way, It doesn't, I mean,
Right.
That's
Hmm.
true.
and,
And can
and
I
a lot
say
of these beefs, they're not even real beefs anyway. They're not real beefs. These
truth?
people are cool behind the scenes, but they're up here fighting for clicks and views. There's a lot of scripts going on. And I've been saying that. I've been telling people crisis actors. We have a lot of fucking crisis actors over here. Been telling people that for years.
Yeah. Can I say something real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hurry up because they crossed the street doing their yard. Shout out first of all to my blog mother, Five Babe, Shalina. Shout out to
Mhm.
her for coming back and doing what she should have been doing all along. I appreciate, and she said that herself, not me. So I'm just piggyback
Yeah,
off
she
of
has
her.
an amazing voice too, so she
Yeah,
should allow
yeah.
God to use her.
Yep. Second of all, I want to say this, and I know she might cuss me out. This is to Miss TMO, and to anybody else. Let me tell you something.
Mhm.
It's okay if you stay in your own lane. Like I said, I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I do everything on my channel but beef. I tell everybody I'm not a beefer. I don't beef. My temper and my attitude won't let me beef. So I just don't beef. I'm not interested in it. Okay. But I do everything else. I talk about politics. I talk about where we stand as Black people. I break us down in the Babel. I talk about stocks, because I'm great at that because I taught myself
Right.
first.
Where do you stand with your comedy show too at this point?
I rescheduled it. However, if I don't get at least two people, I'm gonna cancel it again. It doesn't make sense to have something that nobody's interested in. It just
Oh,
doesn't
I
make
think I can make people laugh. I am
okay.
a good
Yeah, because
comedian.
when I had talked to you, you said you wanted to do it, and then also too, Yusef. Yusef said he was interested when I had talked to him about it.
I am a
Yeah,
good comedian.
and I think it was
I,
stuff that was going on at that time that was interfering with a lot of things. And so when I did tell people to email me, whoever was interested, just so I know who we got, because you don't have to do it no more than 3 minutes, okay?
Mhm.
I narrowed it down to two prizes instead of three. So, and I'm only looking for at least 4 or 5 people. It don't have to be a lot, but if I only get two, then that's fine. We'll just pick between who's the better of the two. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I reset it. I forgot what date I set it for. It is on my page. But I wanted to say this: build your own community. Okay, build your
Absolutely.
own
Build your
community.
own tribe, baby.
Thank you.
I agree. I
And I said
agree.
my tribe will find me when it's time, when it's appropriate, and I get more
Right.
people that just join in 1 or 2 people a day. I take that over a mass of 500 any day because you never know what people you're getting. You got to be careful with that too because you could be getting the whole thing of trolls. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And numbers don't mean anything to me. Let me tell you why. A lot of people don't know this, but I was once a pastor, okay? I was ordained a pastor 2010. I have been a minister for almost 25 years. So I have preached to two people, I have preached to thousands. So numbers mean nothing to me. If I got something to say, I'm going to say it. Okay. So you got to get like that to where if you want to come on here and turn this thing on in the middle of the night, whatever you got to say it because it's your platform, it's your voice. And when it's time, those that's supposed to reach you will find you. And that's
Right.
all I got to
And that's when you really find out who truly supports you.
come
When you
on.
come
Yes, you
on here
do.
and you're not, exactly being messy, or you're just kicking back and it doesn't matter what you come up here to talk about, and those people show up,
Yeah.
those are your people. Those are the ones that you look out for. Those are the ones you don't turn your back on.
Hmm.
That's your tribe right there.
And Just
Hey,
Krista, you can't keep me out of your chat, girl. I'm gonna be back over there.
me?
Did she hear me shout? Yeah.
Can you hear her?
I said
Sis?
you can't keep me out of your.
I be in your bushes too. I be one of the ones up in there. I be listening.
Oh, okay. I was
I
gonna
be
say, girl,
listening to
Well,
you
you.
and you know what? I love that. I love that because you know what? I'm telling y'all, I say this a lot, and I know people get sick of hearing me say it, but I just feel like as women, we walk around with the world on our fucking shoulders. We are
Hmm.
in charge of everything. We have you got some type of feedback in you, I think.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's okay. Yeah, we have so many things that we have to deal with just in life. We really don't have time or shouldn't have time to come against each other. And we're all, I mean, none of us are big content creators. Even down to me, we're all in the eyes of people who really got this shit. We're all, psh, you know. So I
right.
think the more we can be good to each other, that's exactly what we need to do. Oh,
Right.
your phone's gonna die, MU. I'm sorry, boo. Yeah.
Hey,
So I'm
MU. I
glad
was
that
just
that worked
waiting to
out.
speak to you. But yeah, I appreciate that. And even for your thing, I was going to tell you, and In any way that I can support, I will. But I just
I,
wanted to say the one thing I tell people all the time, just who Shelly is now, that's who Shelly has always been. And even from that, like she tell people, BBW, that's who BBW has always been.
Yeah.
And when you be that way, like you do, Miss Creole, you stand on who you are. That's what, like, if you were to ever, like, let's just say, have to take a break for some family or life stuff, when
yeah,
you come back, people will be like, oh my gosh, she's back. It's such and such and so. Whereas somebody that's out here trying to be everybody, don't know who they is, don't have a personality, don't have an identity, they'll be like, oh, well, we didn't really know that person had, oh, okay, we didn't know that. But if you really want to come somewhere where you feel appreciated and loved, have to leave for something and come back and see how people come to you, you know.
Yeah.
right.
And that's what I got when I came back here. Even though a lot of them was like, we had to hear about you through something else and all of that, and they're coming over as they're finding me, but they show me that they appreciate me for who I am and that she's still just being her. So
Yeah,
when
Right.
you were talking, I was thinking about that when you were saying about you being a pastor and stuff like that. Keep just being who you are, because
amen.
people will, your tribe will. And yeah, I'm one of them that be there. Now I don't drop down, and there's a couple of other people that went over to you from when you used to come over. And
Yeah,
like I had put that out there to different ones, because if I like you, I like you. My
yeah.
loyalty is thick. And I can
Yeah.
like you from, okay, well, I don't want to make no static. So I'll stand back here and still like. You know what I mean? But that's how my loyalty is set up, you know.
And
So
I
I just wanted
appreciate
to say
that.
that part. And
All
thank
of
you,
y'all,
Shelley, for having
y'all got me to my 1,000, and I never overlooked that. I really appreciate that.
me.
I have developed some strong, really off of here relationships, like real mamas, real problems, and of course
Hmm.
TC. TC will always be my
Yeah,
friend. That's my big sister. That's what I call my big sister.
right,
Like I said, she knows some things personal about me I've never heard ever. Okay,
right.
so that right
Hmm.
Yeah.
there. Even when people wasn't kicking it with her, I told her, "You're always welcome on my platform. Always."
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've
And
seen
then,
She
TC
always
be
said beautiful things
being
about
done
you.
dirty, you know? I've seen her
yeah, she
be
really.
mistreated in some ways through the years. I've seen some things that's like, come on now, you know what I
Yeah, that
mean?
wasn't right. Yeah, it was. And
Yeah.
see, people get
Hmm.
mad at me because I may have the unpopular opinion, but I'm going to be right. I keep telling people I'm that new parent, transparent, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, even if it makes you mad at me. I don't care because somebody
Hmm.
needs to be the truth teller. And so
Right.
Right.
this me, it's not that I'm perfect because I mess up, and on any day I might cuss you out if you hit that wrong nerve. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
steady praying for me. I'm serious. I keep me on the altar. But
Girl, me
I
too.
wanted
But you
to
have to keep truth. You have to keep truth tellers there.
come
Being a
on.
truth teller is not
Well, you
an
know,
easy position always to be in because the truth teller, it can be a lonely place to be sometimes.
I was gonna say, I
You
know
know?
because when you tell the truth, baby, you become public enemy number
Oh
one.
yes.
So yeah, so I wanted to say that, but I thank you guys. I'm going to drop down. I appreciate you, Shelly, for
Thank
always
you.
allowing me and your chatting to be up on your
Oh, of
platform. Yes,
course.
sister, I will be in your chat soon, darling. And I see y'all
Okay.
later.
Uh,
Smooches.
Nothing
smooches.
changes. Let's keep this party going all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's keep the party going all day.
Yeah. And thank you too, Shelly. I know you said you was going to be ending soon, but thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
How much
sorry
longer
about.
do you need, MU? Because I was trying to get MU or somebody to go live next, just so people that
Oh.
want somewhere to hang out today. I
Oh.
mean, really, I
Okay.
should have got up and got dressed and all that. It's 420. Should have came on here just smoked out all day, but child, I ain't. You know me. I ain't even slept yet. And I got like 4 bottles of Pepsi sitting here.
I know
Oh,
my
you just saw
sister's one
TC at
neighbor.
Pastor? Okay, it was last year. Yeah,
My
TC's
one
a
sister's
TC is a good person.
neighbor. My one sister's neighbor is like, "What y'all doing for the 420?" We both looking at them like, "Child, we don't smoke nothing." My sister talking about, I think my sister gonna make some smoked meat and some cabbage or something.
Oh Lord. Let me tell
I
you, I
said,
made
girl.
my famous cabbage child, and I went out
Mhm.
there to go heat it up, girl. Child, the pot was empty. The prince had
What?
tore it all up.
Yeah, I love cabbage too. I made cabbage and fried some fish for us. I fried some whiting and some catfish, and that's it. And then I'm gonna be going home in a little bit.
Child, let me tell y'all, a little receipt just came my way. And it ain't none of my
Okay.
business. I know we've been being positive over here all day, but a little receipt came my way, and it seems that Ness is beefing with Tracy. I don't know what's going
Mm-mm.
on with that.
Ain't none of your friends' business.
But
Ain't none of your
you know
friends'
what Jay
business.
Wilson say, ain't no friends on YouTube. So I guess that's something else y'all can keep your eyes and ears out for. You hungry,
Mm.
Uncle Claude? If you
Uh,
at Uncle, and then well, I had one person that told me to make them some a cabbage, so when they come to the meet and greet, they could take the cabbage home. I'm like, child, you do not want to be traveling with no funky ass cabbage.
ooh wee.
Casey, hey sis,
Oh God,
don't oh God
Lord.
nobody.
I knew I should have left when I started to. I knew I should have got the hell up out of
Don't
here.
play with me because I'll boot you right up off here. What's going on with TC? Oh, your sound is terrible. Yeah, come go off and come right back. I
Just
don't know
like
what's
you.
going on.
Terrible. Terrible.
Don't do TC. Unhinged says you're not surprised at all, chat. And that's another thing too. You got to look at people's history. When they always flipping and turning on people real quick and real easy for no motherfucking reason, you got to think about and be like, shit. What about me so special that they ain't gonna do it? You know?
Yeah, that's true. Mhm.
Yeah.
I know I heard a little something yesterday,
What
but
you
I
heard?
only caught a little whiff of it because I knew I had to get up early. And I'm like, child, YouTube will have you up all night long. And I know I got to get up and out of here in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes this
that's the
thing,
last
I
day I
mean,
had to do that, though. That's the
right.
last day I had to get up at 4:30 and go to her, though. So thank God.
Oh, that's good.
That's too early. Child, I'll be out here hoping ain't no coyotes and the nighttime animals be still running around that time of the morning. You know, so
That is
and they be
true.
looking at you like you ain't supposed to be out here. This our time. And it's like, okay, I just need to make it to my car. Can I just make it to my car?
So sis, you're not gonna come to the meet and greet?
Who's soul sister?
I'm talking to you. I don't see no soul sister nowhere.
Oh, you mean
You
me?
soul sister
No,
somewhere?
I won't. I won't be able to make it. I can't even obligate myself. It's so much going on right now in our family.
Yeah, and I understand that.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. You know, I'll get a chance to talk to you about it. It's just a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do
So
want to. I want to be a blessing to it. I should have just donated you the money and just let you pick somebody, really. But at the time, I just said, well, if I just pick somebody from my channel, that support me,
yeah.
But
Either way, no matter what you do or if you don't do anything at all, I mean, I appreciate it. I just appreciate you being consistent,
hmm
being who you are.
well, I think what I'll do is just donate the 200, and then you can just do as you please with it. I think that's going to be the better way because I don't want to have somebody or suggest somebody or however they go or this person say they're going and then they don't and they take up a seat for somebody. You know what I mean? So and then I don't want somebody to go that may be a prop because I don't know everybody. You know what I mean? So I
Hey,
just
don't start none, won't be
right.
none.
I don't want them to say,
Start
like,
some,
that person come
and it's
from
gonna be
BBW's
some.
channel. Right, right. They come
But
from
I'm gonna eat my
BBW's channel.
gourmet food before it be some, okay? and sip me my drink, and then it's on.
But I think that's what I'll probably do. It's just uh, send you the money, and then you could just do as you please with it.
Okay. And thank you also to those who have been sharing the flyer out. If you need the flyer for any reason or whatever, you can email me and I'll give it to you so that you have it there, or if you need more information. So TC, can we hear you now?
Can you hear me?
Oh my God. We hear you, but you sound terrible. You
I don't
you
get
you
it. I
want to
don't understand.
Okay, wait. Now you sound a little better, but you sound low.
Now I sound low.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can edit your mic at all. Oh
You got to
well.
go in and clean all that stuff out of your phone because that's what I had to do. You got to go in and close out all them old stream yards that you done been on, all them
How do you
old
do
links
that?
that you
I
done
thought I
sent
closed it
people.
out.
No, you got to go through that thing real careful. That's what I had to do.
Are you on a
Um,
Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Take the
Oh,
Bluetooth
you know what?
off.
Okay, got it.
Turn the Bluetooth off.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, good morning. What's up, Shelly? What's up, Krista? How you doing?
Now you sound a little better. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna go on mute while you're talking because we got some
I'm
feedback. I'm
I'm
gonna
great.
give you the floor, TC.
I was just
And I
wanting
don't
to
want you
just say
interrupting her, BBW. Thank you.
I was
Okay, I
gonna
won't.
say that. How you doing, just Krista?
Hello.
Okay. I just wanted to say, Shelly, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with like swimwear, okay?
Hey, 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 hey,
Hey,
hey,
hey,
hey.
hey,
Yes.
hey. I thought Krista was gonna be there. Come on, Krista. No? Okay.
Shelly told me no interrupting. I'm going on mute.
Yeah, she's on punishment right now. She's not allowed to do too much talking over here.
Okay. The
She's
the
been
only thing I
bad.
was gonna ask was, would it be okay if my friend Mr. T, it's okay if he come?
Absolutely. You can bring anybody with you that you like. I trust your judgment. We're gonna just be
Yeah,
having a good time. Now,
yeah. He's good people. Trust me. I mean, I could refer you to. He when I went down, to visit another content creator around in the area. He was the one that was taking me around everywhere. So when I he visited Tita, so Tita, we have footage with Tita.
oh, Tita talks.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, he
Those
and
who
I
will
when
be staying, like if you're staying overnight, the next day we're going on a boat ride. That's just for
yes,
those who, it's like some people might just be coming to the dinner and they might be going back wherever they're going, right? But and
right,
I hadn't put this out there, publicly, but those who will be staying in a hotel or staying, for the weekend, on that Sunday, we're going on a boat ride.
excellent. Okay, yes, I'm gonna be there. I'm taking time to revisit
How
that
much can I
area.
give somebody to throw somebody overboard? And I'm going on mute.
Girl, depends on who it is. And we ain't throwing TC nowhere.
It's somebody on the panel, but it ain't you.
Uh, Love overboard. Yeah.
You
Hey.
see why I told her she gotta stay on mute?
Yes. Oh my gosh, she's bad. Hello to the chat. I just want to say hello to the chat and to
Well,
Creole.
I
How you
appreciate the
doing?
fact that you're coming, and I'm glad that we'll finally get to meet, in person. Cause I remember
Yes.
when I was in Philly. Wait, yeah, I was in Philly. Remember that time I was out there and I had hit you up,
Yes.
but I had to
Yes.
go back because I was at the passport office out
Girl.
there.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So this will be great. And see, like others that might live in the area, TC is coming down. I'm sure she's probably driving. You could probably carpool. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to TC and see if you can
Hey.
slide in and get you a seat, baby.
Hey. Hey, that's what I'm talking
because we
about.
are gonna have a good time.
If I just wanted to say,
TC don't
it's
like
gonna.
people to ride in her car, but I'm going on mute.
Okay, I understand that shit because you don't know what people they riding dirty. You know what I'm saying? You get pulled over by the police. Rah, 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 rah. First thing they do is want to take
Okay.
that dope and put it underneath your seat. Nah, I ain't going to jail for that
I'm
shit.
sorry, we're not supposed to discuss the relationship, but okay.
Uh,
Lord Jesus.
wow.
Oh, let me take that out the atmosphere because I can see folks now. Oh my God, TC wouldn't let BBW in her car. No, no, that was just a conversation we had, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
Sahara, if you
Um.
make it down, that would be like a miracle. And I
So
was
I will
telling
get it
Mo
done.
earlier, I'm like, if she makes it, I probably would kiss the ground. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have a really good time. That I can
And
guarantee you. I'm a good
also,
time.
Shelly, I'm going to when you find, I guess when you get a count at, during at that time, I will be bringing some ACAF products with me
Hmm.
to give out to your guests.
That's great because, and I appreciate that because we also are doing giveaways. So there will be some things that people will be winning. Now that we talk about it, there's going to be a $500 Southwest gift card. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot
Okay.
of fun and a good time.
Okay, so I'll make up a like a thing, like a giveaway basket, but then we're still gonna give away stuff, but then I'm gonna have another giveaway basket that's gonna include some other things,
Okay.
yeah, maybe an African mask, or something from Nigeria, something like that.
Or some of that African soap, because let me tell you, I use that African soap in my hair when it be real dirty,
Oh,
baby, and it be feeling like life,
there you go.
kind of
So
like
you
a
want that African?
detox.
Okay, that's
It's
easy.
real good
That's
for your
easy.
hair.
It is. It is excellent. Okay.
And we can
So
talk on the back end, about all the other particulars, and I'll give you some a little bit more, insight on, exactly what's going on. But right now, I didn't want to shoot high for a crazy number because I'm like money talks and bullshit walks. You know what I'm saying? People will tell you they
right.
doing all kind of shit, but they ain't put up no, they ain't pay that money. So if the money's paid, I know for sure they're coming and they're gonna be there. So, but
Okay.
like I said, I do appreciate all those who have already paid. Um, some people paid immediately, okay, and so yeah, everything is going pretty good so far.
Excellent. Okay. All righty. That's what I'm excited about it. And I hope that everybody, and even people who don't necessarily think that they're going to make it now, they might have a change of heart then. So, hey, let's see.
Okay, so I went on I went on mute while you were talking and then I put you on mute because we have a terrible echo. And so I know how that is when other people are listening. MU, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? And how much more time do you need? Because I feel like at this point I'm just talking for absolutely no good reason. Let me give her a call and see if she's ready for her live. That way we could just leave from here and go straight, yep, over there. So let's see. And my daughter, she goes to England all the time, Sahara. So I mean, I know it can be done, but I know, the other stuff you have to work out. Hey, are you ready to go live? Okay, thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and exit over here. We'll be over. All right, bye-bye. All right, so she is ready like Freddie. So what I would like to do is, since TC has the bad sound, I'm gonna let her say her final words before she exits, and then it's gonna be BBW. Okay, so let me go with TC first.
I just want to say thank you to everybody, and good seeing all of you. Listen, let's Busa. That's all. I don't really have much to say. I appreciate all of you. Krista, you know how I feel about you, girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
She's just
it was
stubborn as hell.
stubborn. Woo!
That, you know
She
what? That's a
is.
whole nother topic that we're gonna have to discuss when you get that damn phone fixed, TC. Um, but thank you for coming up because MU got her live going, so I don't want to be, holding her up or whatever. I'm gonna take you down, TC. Thank you for coming up. You have my number. Reach out at any time, and I am so looking forward to meeting you. That I know it's gonna be amazing.
Got it. All right now.
Okay. Somebody else talking about donate. Hold on, who the hell is that? Okay, so BBW, I want to go ahead and give you the floor to say anything you want to say as we are closing on out.
Okay. I just want to say thank you, sis, for always being there for me. Thank you for all that you bring to this YT platform. I want to say thank you. Also, I want to say thank you for allowing me, and thank you for those who came up on the panel with me while up here with you, such as Miss Creo, TC, Mo. Thank you guys as well for coming up and us conversating and hanging out. I really, really enjoyed myself. And I hope this is something too, sis, that you will consider us doing, like us hanging out on a panel together and
Consider it done.
just talking some stuff. Okay. I think a lot of people
Yeah,
enjoyed
it
it.
feels
I
like
know I
old
did.
times. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it don't
Yep.
even feel like we're on a live. It's just like we're having a conversation. So we'll
Yeah, even
definitely
if we
come
do it
back
for like a
and
quick hour or like a quick hour and a half, nothing too long where, because I know it'd be a lot going on, but I think it'd be something good for the two of us. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys over at MU's.
all right, love you even more.
Okay, sir.
And yes, you are a member now. I've had a lot of people who have blessed me by donating memberships. But what I
Oh,
will
I'm
tell
a
you
member?
is no, you're not a member yet. I don't think so. But what I
Okay.
have found out, because people were saying cut on your thing so you can receive the
Mhm.
memberships. But what I learned is that everybody cannot get the free memberships. For me, I cannot get it. I went to my channel, and for some reason, because I have a brand account, I don't even
Right.
know why that makes me not eligible. But because of that,
Well, if you're a YouTuber, you can't. That because we're brand. We are our own brand.
yeah, but
We have to buy
D
ours.
Spot is a content creator, and he's been getting free memberships.
Really?
Yeah, they say,
I
see,
don't.
look, Diva says she got it, and she said, cut what on? She not even aware of something you got to cut on.
Oh, well,
So
I
when people
heard
were
that
saying
if
go to
we
the
were
little three dots or whatever, and I'm like, I don't. When I went there and they said no, you're not eligible to do this, and I was like, oh, okay. So I figured I would tell
okay.
people because I kept hearing some people say, well, I can't cut it or I don't see the button, but I don't think everybody's eligible to get it. But Diva, if you got it like
Okay.
that, then you must be good to go. You didn't click something
Right.
already. This made you eligible, and you no longer have to be in the chat in order to get gifted a membership. You
Okay.
can just be a subscriber of the channel, and then you'll get a notification in the email saying that you have gotten a subscription.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Well, I'm gonna get down, sis, while you still talking to us. I,
okay.
I didn't know if that meant to me or not. Okay,
Okay.
I'll see
And
you in a bit.
also, Mo says she wants to donate some things and some treats for the donates some goddamn cupcakes, some cookies, or something like that. Cause baby, that would be a treat to have. That's all we want you to donate is some goddamn cupcakes, a cake, or some cookies, brownies, some type of snack, girl. Put it in your suitcase and come on with it. We're gonna fuck it up. Okay. So MU is live now. If somebody could drop the link to her live or her video. I also want to again thank Heather for becoming a member. And I also want to thank all the smoke for being a moderator, a great supporter, and also for gifting memberships. You are such a great asset to my channel. I will never ever take you or any of my supporters for granted. I can't, it's not within me. I love you guys so much. I'm going to leave out with some music, and I will see you guys at MUs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.
But if I your body, girl, I don't mind. Cause not only you, they my mind, oh. Girl, you too fine, well, light, I lie. Me, I know they lie, oh. See, not only you, they my head, oh. Yeah, only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause confusion in my head, yeah. Me, I know they lie, you're my fantasy. You're my fantasy. Only you, they my head, oh. Only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause commotion in my head, oh. Me, I know they lie, you're my fantasy. Going on inside? Is this reality? Oh yeah, cause I don't wanna wake up from this dream. Them say something must kill a man. Oh, nah, nah, nah. But if I your body, girl, I don't mind. Oh yeah, cause not only you, they my mind, oh. Yeah, yeah. See you too fine, me, I know the liar. See, now only you, they my head, oh. Yeah, only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause confusion in my head, oh. Yeah, me, I know the liar, my me, I know the liar. Only you, they my head, my head. Only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause commotion in my head, oh. Yeah, me, I know the liar, my fantasy. See, now only you, they my head, my head. Only you, my head, oh. Now you, they cause confusion in my head, oh. Me, I know the lie, oh, I know the lie. Only you, in my head, oh. Yeah. Only you, in my head, oh. Now you, they cause commotion in my head, oh. Me, I know the lie, oh, my fantasy.